Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to be guiding you through a beginner's tutorial to headstand. Before we get into it, make sure you're nice and warm, do a 10 to 15 minute flow. You can follow any of the videos up on my channel. Start to warm up the neck, let the head fall back and forwards, again back and forwards. Good, moving at your own pace, look from side to side. Tilt your head from right to left. Begin to walk your hands down to the mat, finding a tabletop position. Push into your hands, broaden your shoulders, and engage your core. Begin to lower down onto your forearms. And you want to make sure that the elbows are shoulder width apart. So to get the right distance, just make sure you can catch on to opposite elbows with your hands. Let's get comfortable bringing the head down. So you want to bring the crown of the head down. Make sure you're avoiding the forehead or the back of the head. You want to get the crown of the head down. Bring the pinky edge side of the hands down to the mat and then interlace the hands, keeping the thumbs separated. Now slowly begin to lower the crown of the head down to the mat, catching on to the back of your head with your thumbs. Getting comfortable here, noticing how that feels. And then gaze forwards. Let's give the head and neck a break. Sit back onto the heels. You can puff the chest a bit, tilt the head from side to side, whatever feels good. And then come back up onto the hands and knees, lower down onto the forearms. Again, make sure you can catch onto opposite elbows. Interlace the hands, bring the crown of the head down to the mat. Walk the knees in a little closer and then curl the toes under and begin to lift the knees. See if you can walk the feet in a little bit closer, engaging the core. Holding for a breath or two. Reminder to keep those shoulders broadened. And then lower the knees down for a moment. Give the head and neck a little bit of a rest. Good. Engage the core, broaden the shoulders instead of arching the back. Bring the crown of the head back down, curl the toes under, lift the knees, begin to walk the feet in closer this time. Try to get the hips over the shoulders. Good. The closer you walk the feet in, the better. And then see if you can bend one knee in at a time, pointing the toes up towards the glutes. And then walk the feet back, lower the knees down, sit your hips back onto your heels, take a child's pose to rest the body for a moment. If leveling up is a little bit scary or challenging, you're more than welcome to continue doing the variations we did before. Slowly begin to release, look forwards, push into your palms back into that tabletop position. Okay, leveling up a little bit. You know the drill, lower down onto the forearms. Elbows are shoulder width apart, interlace the hands, crown of the head down, walk the knees in, broaden the shoulders, curl the toes, lift the knees, walk the feet in as close as you possibly can, and then bend one knee at a time into your chest. You can do a little bunny hop to get the other foot up. Give this a try. I know it might be scary. Believe in yourself, keep that core strong, and then when you're ready, you can just take a short child's pose. Okay, now it's time to come into full forearm headstand. Forearms down, shoulder width apart, interlace the hands, crown of the head down, cupping the back of the head with the thumbs. Curl the toes under, lift the knees, lift the hips up to the sky, and walk the feet in nice and close. Begin to lift one knee at a time, take it slow. If you feel comfortable, begin to extend the legs up to the sky. Take your time, make sure you're keeping the core strong and engaged. And you're also more than welcome to do this with a wall behind you if you need for support. To exit, you can extend one leg down at a time. Take a little child's pose to rest, and then we're going to do it one more time. And you can wrap the arms around the legs, catching onto the heels to rest the shoulders. Okay, walk the hands forwards, lift the upper body. Let's practice our headstand one more time. Don't give up, guys. Headstand is super challenging, but if you practice, you will get it. Just be consistent and keep practicing. Lower down onto the elbows. Elbows are shoulder width apart. Good. I'm showing this in slow motion so you guys can see a little bit better. Interlace the fingers, pinky edge of the hands are down to the mat, crown of the head down, broaden the shoulders, curl the toes under, lift the knees, lift those hips up to the sky, walk the feet in as close as you can, keep the shoulders broadened, engage your core. Bend one knee in at a time, see if the knees can meet together, point the toes, heels come towards the glutes, and then maybe extend the legs up to the sky. And if you fall out of it, that's completely okay. It's part of the learning process. Keep practicing, guys. Repetition is your friend. To release this time, you can bend the knees into your chest and exit the same way you entered into the pose. Remember to always take a child's pose after you practice your headstand just to release the neck muscles and the back. And then when you're ready, you can slowly lift up into a seated position. You can let the head fall back for a moment. And that concludes today's headstand tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Namaste.